What is going on, beautiful people? Welcome to another episode of the Narcissist Code. I'm your favorite self-aware narcissist, Mr. Lee Hammock, better known as Mental Healness across all social media platforms. If this is your first time seeing my face or hearing my voice, I'm a diagnosed narcissist, and I use my platform on social media to raise awareness for NPD, get more people into therapy like myself, 4 years strong, October 2017, and also validate the victims and survivors of said disorder. Today's episode is going to be about how holding on to who the narcissist can be actually stops you from being who you can be. Holding on to a narcissist's potential actually holds you back from reaching your own potential. And that's so true, y'all, because a lot of times when you, if y'all don't know, I'm in my car right now. Like I said, I'm on the road here a little bit more lately. So I'm doing a little bit more real estate here. So if you need to buy or sell a house, I'm in North Carolina, I'm your man. But holding on to, like, a lot of people fall in love with narcissistic people based on the potential, because narcissistic people show you who they can be. Like, we show you who we can be, not who we are. So who you see at the beginning is who the narcissist needs to be to get you to fall in love with them. That's not the narcissistic person's true self. That's not who we actually are, you know? So like I tell people all the time, one of the main questions that narcissists ask in the beginning of a relationship, maybe not out loud, but internally, is tell me who I need to be to get you to fall in love with me. Tell me who I need to be to get you to fall for me. And that's typically how it goes, because a lot of people, you overshare in the beginning of relationships because you want to impress the person, or you want to, you think this is the person for you, so you overshare, which is typical, y'all. Don't beat yourself up. It's happened. You can't do anything about it now. You know what I mean? So when you're dealing with narcissists and or toxic people, you got to understand, like, this is who they are. Like, this is who the narcissist is. This is who they're going to be. Like after the mask slips and who they like, and because in the beginning they showed you who they can be. They show you the all this potential, right? This is the potential to be the greatest relationship on earth. Like, they go write Disney movies about y'all's relationship, right? That's what you're thinking, correct? But once the mask slips off and they become who they really are, you see that their potential was just that, potential. But guess what? A lot of times in these relationships, people hold on to that potential because you see who they can be. You're just like, if I could just get them to change who they are a little bit, they'll be perfect for me, and we'll live happily ever after, like all the Disney movies, right? No, you can't, y'all. You can't make anybody else change. You don't have that power. But holding on to them, holding on to their potential, actually holds you back, can hold you back, probably is holding you back from being who you're supposed to be. If you believe in God or Allah, I mean, I know Allah is God. Sorry for my ignorance of it right there. But if you believe in, if you believe in a higher power, you have to understand that they didn't put you here to suffer. They didn't put you here to suffer and hold on to somebody that's treating you terribly. They didn't put you here for that. So a lot of people get held into these relationships trying to fight and claw and scratch for the potential. Hold on, like, I don't want to give up on this person, because if I give up, somebody else is going to reap the rewards of all my hard work. All your hard work doing what? Building somebody else up when you could have been building yourself up. So many people get caught up in this, y'all. It's unbelievable the amount of people that get caught up trying to hold on to the potential. Like, I've talked to countless survivors, y'all, that understand that when you get out of these relationships, you glow up, because it's like stepping out of the darkness into the light. It's like stepping out from under, like, the shade into this dark, gloomy spot and into the light. You remember the Lion King? That dark, gloomy, when Simba asked Mufasa, he's like, "Dad, what's that dark spot over there?" "You must never go there, Simba. That dark spot is narcissists. That dark spot is toxic relationships and toxic people. Don't go to that dark spot." Because when Simba went into that dark spot, when Simba got into the narcissistic world, guess what happened to him? He ended up abandoning his family, doing a whole bunch of other stuff, and getting manipulated by his uncle, and gave up his kingdom, gave up all his potential, right? It was not until he stepped through that darkness and fought through it, got back into the light, climbed Pride Rock. He climbed up Pride Rock and roared. That's when he became himself. He got out of the darkness. He clawed out of the darkness, brought the light back. That's how you have to live your life. You into this dark spot. Mufasa told you not to go over there, right? Your parents told you not to go to that dark spot. Hey, your friends told you not to go to this dark spot, right? Hey, this person, we don't like this person. We don't like him. We don't like her. We don't like them. We get a bad vibes from this person. Here you go. Here you go. Y'all just don't know them like I do. Boom, you get into the situation, bam, bam, bam. You hold yourself back. You had some of y'all drop out of school. Some of you give up your jobs. Some of you move. Some of you cut off your friends and family. You give up so much for these relationships, for the potential of happiness, not for happiness, for the potential of happiness. So holding on to that potential can be dangerous to you. You understand that? Holding on to someone else's potential can be dangerous towards you and hold you back. Like I said, when you get out of that darkness, when you get out of relationships, after you get past that trauma bond, you grow, you glow. And that glow up, how do I hurt the narcissist? You just get out of the darkness and glow up and become who you were meant to be. You get on top of Pride Rock and you roar. You let that roar out. You remember that little roar that Simba had at first when he roared at the little cricket? I know I'm going into the Lion King. But y'all remember he roared at the little cricket, like, row, row. But then at the end he let that vicious roar out, roar, roar. And all the other lions start roaring with him. I can tell I got kids. I've been watching Lion King recently. But that's how you gotta roar. You gotta go to Pride Rock. You cannot be underneath the darkness over there in that shadowy realm. You can't do that. That's why all the hyenas, the manipulators, that's where they live at. They manipulate you into doing the things that they want. You see what they did to Scar? Scar manipulated them too. That's a symbiotic manipulation right there between the hyenas and Scar. They were manipulating each other. And Scar ended up getting his ass ate up at the end. But like I said, holding on to their potential doesn't allow you to grow into yours. It's like both of you are plants, right? Both of y'all are planted. But you and your narcissistic partner are both plants, right? Y'all growing up right beside each other. You notice, you start giving, when you get watered, when it starts to rain, you start giving them your water and you start to wilt. It's like, and then you ask them like, hey, I've been watering you for a long time. I'm starting to wilt, I'm starting to wilt a little bit. Like, can you, give me a little bit of your water so I can grow? And they say, no, I didn't ask you to give me your water. Go ahead and wilt. Go ahead and wilt. I wasn't wilting. I would have wilted before you. Go ahead and wilt. Go ahead and give yourself some water. So when you get away from that person, you uproot yourself and start watering yourself. You grow, y'all. I know I'm coming out with the analogies today, but like, goodness gracious, y'all know I'm an analogy channel. This is no longer narcissism 101, y'all. This is the analogies 101. I'll be spitting fire analogies. Welcome, I'm the self-aware analogist. I don't even think that's a word. But that's how it goes, though, y'all. I feel like you have to understand that holding on to something, holding on sometimes is harder than letting go. And you're hurting your hands, y'all. You're hurting your family. You're hurting yourself. This is generational. You pass down generational trauma because you refuse to let go of this person that's tearing you apart, destroying you. You're going to pass this down. You're going to inevitably pass this trauma down to your kids, to their kids. Hey, grandma and grandpa hate each other, y'all. They just stayed together for the family. Now nobody talks to them. They sitting in there they sit in the house with the heat on 100 trying to cook each other out. One of them gonna leave. And they just refuse to leave. They there sitting in there naked. Grandma and grandpa are just sitting in there naked with the heat on 100 trying to smoke each other out. Like, y'all don't pass this down. For what? For what? The potential of love. That potential is going to destroy you. Somebody else's potential energy will destroy your kinetic energy. Because if you're running, like I said, you're kinetic energy, you're moving, you're ascending towards your goals and dreams. You hit this big ass boulder, this narcissistic boulder that has potential energy, because if that boulder starts rolling downhill, it can do some damage. But while it's planted firmly in the side of that hill, it's doing nothing but sitting there. That's potential energy. It has the potential to roll down the hill and do some damage and change the world, but it's sitting there. It's comfortable. It's been sitting there for years, and here you go, running full speed ahead with your kinetic energy, trying to move that damn boulder. So not only do you stop yourself, you don't move them. Or you move them a little bit, they start rolling down the hill and they leave you there. Like, can I roll with you? No, thanks. All I need is a little push. I'm going to go find somebody else better. Stop trying to fix broken people. Stop trying to raise up broke-ass, bum-ass people. Stop doing that. They just hit a bad spot. Okay, they hit a bad spot. There's a difference. You don't have to wife them. You don't have to marry them. They're in a bad spot. Let me marry them and build them up and mold them into who I want them to be. That doesn't work. That doesn't work, y'all. It doesn't work. Like I say, as long as you hold on to their potential, you will never, ever see yours. You will never become who you are supposed to be while you're waiting on somebody else and praying that somebody else becomes who they're supposed to be, who you think they're supposed to be, not who they're supposed to be, because they are who they are. You're holding on to hope that they grow into who you think they're supposed to be. You're applying potential to them that they don't even get to themselves. So you got to take your power back, stand in your truth, and understand that you can't do that, y'all. You don't have the ability to do that. You don't have the power to change anybody else's outlook on the world. You don't have that power. You don't have that ability. And that is not me dragging you. That is me being real with you. You can't not change the narcissist from who they are. You don't have the power. You don't possess that power, y'all. The only thing you can do is change yourself, work on yourself, and live up to your own full potential. Because so many people before you have held you back. So many people before you and currently right now are being held back by narcissistic people. They'll never ever, and they don't know what they're doing. They don't know what they're dealing with. They will never get the information you have in front of you right now. They will never get this information that you have in front of you right now. The information you get from other channels, other survivor channels, other self-aware narcissist channels. Ben Taylor, Raw Motivation, shout out. Cluster B Milkshake, shout out. You will never get that. They will never get this information, so they will be stuck in what they're going to be in forever. They don't have their hope. They won't get it. You have it and you waste it. Don't waste your potential on somebody else's. Don't waste it. This is not waste. Waste not. God said, waste not, want not. That's my aunt said. She's always said that. Waste not, want not. You waste it, you don't want it. You don't deserve it. You know? Anyways, y'all, let me cut this thing short because somebody over here blasting music. I blasting music in the background. I don't know what the hell people just blasting music. Like, turn your... Anyways, y'all, thank y'all for tuning in. Like and subscribe for more. Mental Illness is out. Peace.